Alarm and event is a feature that helps keep track of important happenings in a system. You can create an alarm for specific events and set up how urgent they are, what triggers them, and what happens when they're triggered. You can also save these alarms and events to use later, or bring in ones you've made before. This makes setting up alarms more efficient. Also, choose where to save event information, like on a device or in the system's memory. You can also decide how many events to keep track of. There are options to print out event information, and you can set up what the printed information looks like. This includes the date and time format, and what the alarm states, like triggered or restored, look like. In short, Alarm and Event is a tool that helps you monitor and manage important events in your system. It's all about keeping things running smoothly and efficiently. Creating an alarm and event. Navigate to Settings, TAR System Settings, Alarm and Event from the menu bar, then click Create in the pop-up dialog box. Configure the relevant parameters in the pop-up Alarm and Event Detailed Setting dialog box. Group of alarm and event. There are 64 groups in total. Urgency level includes high, middle, and low. Trigger condition. Click Create to add a new logic condition. If there are multiple logic conditions, you need to set the relationship between them. Language independent. Text and record content is independent of language. Text lib. Use text from the text library. For detailed information about the text library, please refer to the text library. Use string table. Use the text content from a specified string table. Click String Table in the pop-up dialog box. Click Create Table to create a new table and set the content of the strings. Use Label. To use labels, you need to set the label content, and you can set the label content in different languages. Trigger buzzer. When the trigger condition is met, the buzzer will be triggered to alarm. The following parameters can be set. Buzzer timeout. Stop the buzzer when the set time is reached. Action. Set the actions of triggering, confirming, and restoring the alarm. The actions include trigger macro. Execute a specified macro instruction. For detailed information about macro, please refer to macro. Bit address. Set the value of a specified bit address to on or off. Word address. Set the value of a specified word address to a specified constant. Pop-up window. Pop up a specified window. Finalize by hitting OK. Exporting an alarm and event. You can export the added alarm and event by selecting the Import and Export file format and then clicking Export. Importing an alarm and event can improve the efficiency of creating alarms and events. Follow these steps. Select the Import and Export file format, then click Import. In the dialog box that appears, select the edited file, modified based on the exported file, then click Open. In the next dialog box, select whether to delete the current alarm registration. You can then import the alarm and event. Click OK. Navigate to Settings, System Settings. Alarm and Event in the menu bar, then set Historical Event Saving in the dialog box that appears. Save event count. Store the number of times events occur. Enable DB Import and Export. By checking this option and clicking Setting, you can configure the import of alarms and events from a specified path or export alarms and events to a designated storage device such as HMI, SD card, or USB storage device. Unsave, stored in memory, lost when power off. The maximum number of entries stored in memory can be set. HMI, save to HMI storage device. SD, save to SD card. USB, save to a USB storage device connected to HMI. Subdirectory name, export alarm and event historical data to a designated subdirectory. Save CSV file, save alarm and event historical data in a CSV format file. Maximum storage limit, the maximum number of entries stored. Methods for calculating the number of entries include all groups, entries of all groups, by group, entries of the specified group, and by number, single alarm and event. When it reaches the maximum limit, delete old records, delete the old records, and discard new records, stop adding new data. Notify register when the remaining memory is less than the specified value, 128 KB by default. Set the value of the specified bit address register to on. Clear register record. When the specified bit address register is set to on, the action of clearing the history record of the alarm and event is executed. After successful execution, the bit address is automatically reset to off. Set the event count. Refer to the table below for detailed configuration methods. Report current event count. Write the current event count to a specified word address register. Report total event count. Write the event count to a specified word address register. Clear event count. When the value of the specified bit address register is set to on, the accumulated event count is cleared, resetting it to 0. After the clearing operation, the bit address register is automatically reset to off. Current alarm state. The bit register is set to on if an alarm occurs. If no alarm occurs, the bit register is set to off. Total trigger times. Use the specified word address register to record the cumulative occurrence count of individual events. Total continued time. Use the specified word address register to record the cumulative occurrence time of individual events. Clear single event statistics. When the value of the specified bit address register is set to on, all statistical data for individual events is cleared. Print event. Refer to the table below for detailed configuration methods. Is event auto print? Automatically print event information when an event occurs. Print as character. This parameter must be selected in order to print successfully. Date format. Format of the event. Date. Date separator. Used to separate year, month, and date, including time format. Format of the event time. Event state setting. Set the text information for the alarm event state. You can set different texts for different languages and different states: triggered, restored, confirmed.